Good morning. Welcome to Tea Time with Donna and Chrissy. Tea Time with Asian Mom. I'm heading over to my mom's house, so I'm going to show you kind of like a day in life. Talk a little bit about listing properties, meaning the owner wants to sell their property right now during a pandemic. Why is that beneficial? Why is that necessary? Now, I like to say I'm not a real estate agent yet. However, I have a blister on my hand. I slammed my finger at the door. I'm clumsy, for those that don't know. But listing a property is, right now during a pandemic, is actually beneficial because we have been to a lot of showings and we have buyers that love a house and they want to think on it for a couple days, and by the time we go back to it, it's gone. Like, the house is sold already. You know, you definitely need, I mean, you don't need it. It's not a requirement to sell your house to have a realtor, but I believe that it's necessary because they know the market, they know the market trends, they know the buyers that's calling in to other agents, what they're looking for, what type of style property, how many bedrooms, you know, and everything like that, and they can compare it to other properties within the area. So right now is a great time to actually list your property because there's so many buyers, but there's not enough inventory, you know? So that's one reason why it's a good idea right now to like list your property if you were thinking about getting out of your home and you want to either downsize or get something bigger or something new built, you know, that it's not required you to do anything for the next decade, you know what I'm saying? But it's exciting, and I'm studying, you know, what it is with the test, like on my part, what it is with the real estate test. Like, why aren't you a realtor yet? For one, I have two toddlers. I have two toddlers at the house. And if I get into the books, like seriously study and knock this out the box with cards and everything, they would drop something on their head, pull something down, do something, you know what I mean? So as far as that goes, now I completed all my credit classes. I'm complete. I'm done with that, you know. I'm good until 2025. Like, I've done all of that. It's just a matter, it's like passing the state boards, you know what I'm saying? Or, you know, with the state and the government, you know, your state and the national. That's all it is. It's just passing the state and the national. And I am in the process of doing that. So my mom got me this online app where I can study whenever I want to. So like, if I can sit down, they can quiz me and everything like that. And what I've noticed with quizzing myself, well, it's the platform's already there, and I just go in and, you know, take the test, and it's kind of almost similar to the real test. However, what I'm noticing is grammar. Like, grammar is very, very important in taking state boards and national tests. And for you kids out there, college kids, that are currently in school right now, and you're like, what does grammar have to do with anything? Grammar has to do with everything, because it's the wording in the test noticed is I know all the material. So why is it that I am not hitting this out the ballpark? Because I'm a straight A student. Like, I'm a 4.0 kid, you know, 3.3, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, what is going on? It's grammar. It's grammar. So knowing when to know not to do something, you know what I mean? So like, say, don't you like that? Not? Like, what? Who talks like that? I don't on a regular. I do not. But see, I don't, because that's why it's also not good to use shoulda, woulda, coulda, don't, wouldn't, you know, all those. They teach you it because you need to know it when people are speaking or if you're writing it. But actually, legally, you know, it's not proper to write wouldn't on documents. It's not proper to write don't on documents. But we speak with it so fluently that we're used to just speaking that, and we teach it, you know, taught to us in school. So it's like, well, it has to be proper English because they talk about it in school, right? Sorry, I'm just changing on my windshield. But yeah, so not is like a big factor in me. And mind you, I'm not holding my phone. I have it on a like holding device. It's not a good angle, but I'm gonna just give it to y'all for, you know what I mean? You have to study grammar, whether you're in business. I'm a business major, organizational leadership, and in my younger 20s, I went to school for culinary arts and hotel restaurant management. So I have been manager at companies, and you think you just don't need it, you know what I mean? Management is more hands-on, you know what I'm saying? You need to know how to schedule your people. You need to know how to count inventory. You need to know how to do a few things, you know what I'm saying? Managing. But ownership, I mean, you don't need schooling actually for ownership. You don't need schooling for ownership of a house. You don't need ownership of ownership of a property. But you want to know what you're owning. And that's where it's important to hire a real estate agent. When you're owning a home or you're owning a commercial property, you want to know that everything they say you're getting, you're going to get. You know what I mean? Like, we don't win unless you win. Meaning, in the real estate game, the real estate agent does not get paid if we don't find you the home that you fell in love with. You know what I'm saying? And at the same time, we have to make sure that what we're reading is correct. So what I'm learning is that, see, improper grammar is that, I can't say that. But what I'm learning, it is important to understand proper grammar. And on this test, I mean the questions are short. It's probably like really short questions. It's not long essays like you remember back in high school. It's not like that. What it is like is the term of not, is, are. That, just those little acronyms are very, very important. So if you want to teach your kids the importance of money transactions and the importance of states and licensings and understanding what you're getting, understand those nuances of not, the word not and no. No is so clear, you know, no. Do you want to go outside? No. But if I say, it is beautiful outside, is it not? Okay. Yes, it is. You know what I mean? That right there, that little, is it not? super confusing to myself. And to see it on paper when you can't hear me talk. So imagine just writing it down and seeing it on paper. Okay, like, how can I explain it? I am driving down the road, and down this road is an obstruction. Will this obstruction not affect your vision? What? Will this obstruction not affect your vision? You know, I spend some time thinking, will this obstruction not affect my vision? So then I have to say, will this obstruction no affects my vision? Okay, so you mean that no, it doesn't affect my vision? Or will this obstruction not obstruct my vision? Are you being sarcastic? Is this a trick question? Will this obstruct my vision? Not. So I went and thought about it. Not is negative. Not is negative. And when whether it's using a noun or a verb, it changes its structure of negative in a different way. It could be a positive negative, or it could be a negative negative, meaning no. Or it could be a positive negative, meaning that the verb is a yes, but it's not as much as a yes. So I think I will enjoy this day, but not as much as yesterday. So you're still going to enjoy the day, but not to a complete, yes, I'm going to enjoy the day, not to a complete 100%. So what I have learned in my test taking process is the importance of grammar when studying for a realistic exam. Know your grammar, you know, know your grammar. Because you're dealing, and this is learning, you know what I'm saying? Like being with my mom and understanding, just looking at how to word certain things. You know, you can't promise people something you don't have, you know what I'm saying? Or they're not going to get, you know? It's keeping it blunt, keeping it straight, keeping it, there's no should, would, and could. No. There's no didn't, wouldn't, haven't. No, it's either you have not ownership of this property or you have ownership of this property. However, this is how much ownership you have. This is the survey of your property. This is how much land you do own. This is how much encumbrances are inside this land. Like, who would know that? You know what I mean? So it's very important when purchasing a property to hire a real estate agent or a lawyer, you know, or a transaction licensee, you know, but they're not going to walk you through the whole steps. You know what I mean? You call them when you're ready to get the job done and you want them to look over everything. You know what I'm saying? And that's it. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, are they going to know about your HOA fees? Are they going to know about your tax fees? Are they going to know about any of those things? You know, to help you come to understanding what your total monthly payments will be for the month? Or are you just assuming that this is how much loan I'm going to take out and this is how much the mortgage wants me to pay back and that's it? No, it's more to it than that. But if you say, well, to your agent, well, I only want to spend this amount this month, and you may get approved for way more than that, and then your monthly payments be way higher than that. But we can itemize it, you know what I'm saying? Real estate agents can itemize it. I'm not a real estate agent yet, but I am studying. I have to repeat that. It's legal. But insisting a real estate agent, I am learning a lot. And what I have learned with this test for sure is grammar. Grammar is very important, my friends. You don't think that it is? Wait until you take a state and national exam. They still speak like they're in 1920s. No, 18. Shoot. Now, when it comes to documents and contracts and sales agreements, you know, then the contracts are clear as possible. Like, the wording is very clear. But for the trained eye and understanding these contracts when it's exchanged in hands, now, the seller and buyer contracts, they're very clear. You can sit down with that and you can read it and you'll understand it, you'll grasp it. You know, they keep it as plain text as possible. But on our end, when we're reading deeds and we're reading surveyor's notes and we're reading lots and we're doing all these things, we have to understand what it's reading. And sometimes it's written as though if you're in the 1820s. You know what I mean? So grammar is very important. So I believe the real estate exam is a knowledge test, yes, but it's a skill of the eye test. Know exactly what you're looking for so that you get the client's best interest truly at heart, you know? So, so that's where I'm at right now, guys. That's where I'm at. I'm understanding that I have to relearn grammar. And I'm a math person. Like, I love math. I love math. Like, you put me next to numbers, I'm gonna figure it out. I'm a research development person. Like, I research. That's what I went to school for. Research and development. So, I can find something. You know what I'm saying? But I will, by the end of this, be a master at grammar. I will. So if you'll find me talking differently, you know why? Because it's improper to talk improper. You know what I mean? You don't get things done when you talk improper. Literally. I'm at a standstill. Why? Because they don't use don'ts and do's. Or they use do's. They don't use don'ts. They use do nots. But not in that order. So, I am here at the office and I will return when I'm inside with Realtor Donna L. Holloman with the Brokers Realty Group Limited. I am marketing manager, Christina Holloman, for Holloman Home Investments. That's who I work for. Where I work as a play music so you can just see what goes on in the damn life. All right?
Yeah, especially at home with COVID-19. And this is Tuesday is usually our administrative day in the morning, but any other time we're usually out and about. And maybe our next episodes will bring people on and introduce some financial people and some like inspectors and all kinds of people that deal with real estate, title companies, etc. So stay tuned.
Make sure you comment down below. See what content you want to see.
Yeah.
But we're going to get to working. All right?
All right. Thanks.
Okay, so you got to see a little bit of us just working, and we kind of sped through that and played a little bit of music. But if you're interested in purchasing property or listing a property, we want to contact
Donna L. Holloman with the Brokers Realty Group, and we're located at 8150 Dairy Street in Harrisburg. 717-963-8867, extension 931. Email donna@brokersrealty.com.
Okay, see you
All right.
later. Next
Bye.
time. Bye.